Spirit, do you like these choices?
I mean, I think Underlord was one of the heroes that was giving Friends a lot of issues. And I mean, you know, you saw the Earth Spirit last game, so I think this is somewhat expected, but that leaves Luna in the pool, and we're going to see a Luna here, even without the SD.
No, it's true. And that's something that is a little bit surprising to me. Well, I guess not completely, because you can still... What do you think about is the item build for her now? Because I've heard a lot of things about Mask of Madness. Some people still taking Helm of the Dom. Does it really matter? Is she just good inherently in spite of items she takes?
I think Helm of the Dominator is actually really good right now, because I mean, Luna is just a really good team fighting hero in the early stage, and picking a Dominator early just like gives you stats, gives you the auras that you want for the early game, and you can just pick up like an Ogre Magi, for example, or sorry, whatever that Ogre is called for Frost Armor, and you can kind of negate the Slardar Lifestealer altogether in the early stages of the game.
I mean, if you have two ogres on your team, that you can't lose, right? Like, that's the way that works, I think.
I mean, I just wish well, I mean, I don't wish, but it was always funny in Dota 1 when Ogre Magi looked the same as the Ogre Camp Ogre Magi, and you can kill off the Ogre and then hide in the camps and wait for people. It was quite the thing back then.
So they wouldn't aggro him? Like, were they just too good of friends?
There used to be... There used to be a sleeping system when it hit nighttime for the Warcraft 3 engine kind of thing.
Well, I did not play that. I was playing StarCraft 2 like a noob, I'm sure, which is sort of how I played Dota 2 as well. So it all works out in the end. Interesting. We'll see if they bring back the old school tactics. I have a feeling it's not going to happen. But Ogre, Bloodlust Machine, is that pretty much the role that he plays still, or is there some new way to play Ogre that's been discovered?
I would say for the most part still a Bloodlust Machine. I mean, his utility is nice. Bloodlust Machine.
Right. That's a pretty freaking good spell. And it works great with Luna too. I still like the idea of thinking about some Mask of Madness shenanigans from Luna, but might not end up happening. There's a lot of other great items that she can pick up as well. Rubik is going to be the other pick for Team Empire. King R, sort of famous for his Rubik plays that he showed off when we first saw. I mean, it wasn't first seen, but it was one of his breakout performances at ESO 1 Manila, where he, had one of those plays of last year. But Legion Commander is going to be the pick right now. Do you think this is... What do you see in that made them take the Legion?
I mean, LC has been picked up because like her abilities are just so damn strong for all phases of the game. It's not... I think a lot of people, whenever they see Legion Commander, they just think like, oh, let's get some duels off. But I mean, you look at Empire's lineup, they have open wounds, they have telekinesis, they have amplified damage. Like, all this can just be removed with one button.
Yeah. And
if Team Empire ever decide, we're gonna group up to take objectives or fight or whatever, like, overwhelming odds is like a ridiculous nuke. So overall, I think Legion Commander's skill set is just like really, really strong right now, especially with the way games are being played out right now.
Yeah, I know, and I think that also, like, it feels like this is not going to be that jungling Legion Commander. We've already got an Ogre and a Dazzle, so it can't be that position 4. It's going to be a laning hero. In the presence of a sniper, though, is this something where you have to take it to the off lane? Like, can Legion 1v1 against sniper in the mid lane?
10 seconds remaining.
I think you actually can, but I think
5 seconds.
I think if you have LC and Ogre, you probably just dual lane that because it's pretty strong dual lane.
Mm-hmm.
But it's entirely up to friends how they want to run this.
5 seconds remaining.
All right. Well, a lot left on the table still. Batrider is going to be banned out. They've already taken the Winter Wyvern as well. Obviously a great hero to pick up against that Lifestealer. But it's... I mean, Friends kind of inherently already have a hero that's okay at jumping the sniper with the Legion. Do you think that they need more than that, though? What do you feel like Friends need in their lineup right now?
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's entirely up to them right now. It's just really, it's either dependent on whether or not they just want LC to farm. If they want LC to farm, I think you actually can just put them here mid. There's not really any real way that LC can get picked off in the mid lane. And then they just pick some other team fight disable for the off lane.
Yeah.
So it's just if I had to say anything, I would just say like if it's mid or off lane, just something with a disable.
Okay. Well, we'll see if that's the way that they go. We've seen some Tide get picked up recently. He's been playing a lot better. Oh, and this little pick screen is still all messed up where it shows that it's Friends pick when it's actually Empire's. Anyways, that's kind of weird. But we've been seeing Tide have an increased win rate. I don't know if that would actually end up working out too well or not. You might need, it might be too long of a cooldown. But Empire, still looking for their last support, I'm assuming. We have seen Solardars as position 4s before. And it actually does work out on occasion.
Yeah, they were kind of... Friends was kind of considering it as well. That's why they banned out the Bat Rider, expecting it to be support Solardar. So they kind of have, you know, the flexibility to do whatever they want here.
5 seconds remaining.
Probably want something a little more durable.
Ooh.
All right.
Dragon.
Not very durable.
Right, well,
Okay.
the insta-pick comes out as well. If that gives us an answer.
So Dragon Knight, not quite as great compared to his old Dragon Tail, but Dragon Knight is still a really, really strong hero against Team Empire's lineup. I actually completely forgot about him, but after seeing him, I definitely agree with his pick. And I think overall, I think I would favor Friends' lineup by quite a large margin too.
Jeez. Well, I mean, we've switched up the sides as well, so we also have the nameplates available. Oh, UI, so great. You love to see it. It looks like Always Wanna Fly is going to lay down some of these early wards as well. Alusha, less than 3. I'm sure I said that correct.
Less than 3.
Do you speak any Russian, Aosin?
I don't really speak any Russian, but I do understand what less than 3 is, at least.
Okay. That's universal. Rules sick. I can't do it. Less than 3.
I mean, that's... There's a lot of symbols in there. I don't think you're supposed to know how to say that.
Uh-oh. Always Wanna Fly is going to run into Bignum. A couple little pot shots off the backside, and No Fear is here as well. They could drop another one. Dust is available, but they're not opting to go for it. I'm a little surprised that Empire went back for the Bounty Hunter after how disastrously it went in the last game. Like, that wasn't the heroes that Friends had that shut him down. It was the team shutting down Bounty Hunter. It just felt like they'd had his number the whole game.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that too. I think it's not even like the team entirely. I think a lot of it had to do with No Fear. No Fear just pretty much had tabs on him the entire game. Like, every time they killed him off, it was just because he knew exactly where he was, and then dusted him up and then just killed him.
Well, early movements now, as it looks like No Fear is going to be helping out Yoku in the mid lane, facing off against FN. God, it's so much nicer to have the actual names of these players above everything. It makes all the difference in the world. Oh, double sentry. That's a little awkward. You had to get the vision. It's actually 3 sentries committed. This one will get a D ward, thankfully. So it looks like you're reconnecting to the game as Ghost Stick crushes Aloha Dance. They're about to throw a couple of right clicks, and looks like he's just going to be forced away for the moment. Are they?
I actually thought. It's fine. I actually thought they were gonna dual lane here. I'm pretty sure they will. I guess they wanted to give Yoki a better matchup in the middle lane. Oh man. No Fear living up to his name.
Oh, the ogre life is really sad. Oh my god. That's pretty great.
That's definitely one of the funnier things I've seen in the competitive match.
I mean, when that is a competitively viable strategy, maybe the hero needs a rework. You know what I mean? Like, that's a little absurd.
What's wrong with 8 armor?
I don't know. Quite a few things, I would say. Well, the dual lane is happening. You said that it... what's so good about this dual lane here?
Wait.
On the...
No, he's just going bottom. No, I was talking about LC and Ogre.
Okay, got it. Thought you were talking about bottom lane there. Afterlife actually, I'll press the attack. He keeps it off me. He's fine.
You just hit one button and you just remove everything. Which is going to be really good this game, like I said, because like Empire is really reliant on this like burst combo to work for them with the Star Dart, and if you just press the attack, it's pretty much just over. Not to mention, even without that, there's still a grave.
Well, the weird thing that I'm seeing too is it does really feel like this lineup is just going to be super hard to kill in general. We talked about the survivability of the Ogre already, but Yoku going for 2 points in the Dragon Blood, he's going to have this further up and later on down the line. I don't know if you take the 2 times Dragon Blood HP armor and regen at level 25, but regardless, it's a super tanky lineup.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I guess the idea behind it is just they really focus on being able to siege, I assume, because you have Weave and you have Luna and you have DK. You're really forcing Team Empire to just fight into you.
Fortune.
Yeah. No, it's true. Well, and I mean, always want to fly. It also looks though like Friends is getting the better side of all of these lanes pretty much. I guess that Legion is being pressured out pretty heavily, but Dazzle has 10 last hits so far. Like, that's really great for a support so far, and it's mainly come off the back of just pulling consistently on the mark.
Yeah, once again, I think they just really understand how to control this bounty hunter, and they just get a lot out of their lanes because this bounty hunter is kind of shut down.
Stealing last hits, left, right, and center. Mid lane, they are going to bring in No Fear to help out Yoku a little bit again. Maybe he just stands in No Fear or in FN's direction. It looks like they are going to try and secure themselves a rune. Looks like the regen is down bottom, so FN might be rewarded for this. Does he go check it? Yeah, he should, right? Did he not? Oh, Bignum comes and gets it.
Regeneration.
It's okay. Let's try.
Well, what do you think? Who do you feel like is happier coming out of the laning stage so far?
I feel like this kind of game is very similar to the last one, except that they switch positions, I guess. Like, Empire is now playing the role that Friends played last game, where they go for the pickoffs, but they don't exactly have a way to take the objectives compared to last game, because last game Friends had a Rasta. This time they just kind of rely on the sniper to farm up the siege for them later on. Whereas Friends is just waiting to group up and fight together. So I think for the most part we're just going to wait for Friends to get their levels, and then they're just going to group up and fight off the back of Eclipse for the early phase and Dragon form.
Okay. Yeah, it feels like that's... What? Oh, is that a thing now? Did you see that? Rubik lifted the Ancient Granite Golem, tried to get the pull in the mid lane. I haven't seen that.
We saw some Chinese teams trying to do this. It's like, it definitely works for Radiant side, and it definitely works for the Dire side too, but I think we came to the conclusion that you had to cut some trees for it to work.
Okay. I mean, he did get it right here. He got the lift back, but does he get the pull? It's not quite there. Yeah, a little bit off the mark. He gets the ranged one at the very least, but I'm not sure if it's going to follow him the whole way either. All right, weird stuff. I think that needs to be a little bit changed up. Nice courier down there in the bottom lane. Always want to fly picks it up.
Definitely a lot more success this game. It's gotten a lot more done in the early phase.
And a little bit of a battle over the bounty rune. Ghost Stick misses his crush. No Fear still going to chase them down. Always want to fly. In some trouble. Does have another invis in 1 second. Is he going to get it in time? He actually doesn't even use it. Just going to head the heck out of there. Dust committed. No Fear. Tross first blood in 6 minutes with 1 pop in the dome. Nice rotation by the Luna.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, he had invis, but he didn't want to use it because he knew Dusk was waiting for him, and he would go even slower if he did it.
Interesting. Well, and in the mid lane, always want to fly picks up a couple wards as well. Looks like there's some problems with some servers as people keep on reconnecting. But at least for now, top of the CS mark, Sniper's been really hurt so far. I mean, 49-12 to 30-4. He's not been having the best of times. Forced to go back into the jungle.
It's all because of that damn ogre standing on his hill.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Sniper is just, you know, a really safe kind of farmer, but, you know, there's nothing an ogre can't do to stop you from farming in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a huge problem for them. Like, this Dragonite's going to be an issue. Like, I don't think there's any real way they can kill him until Saga gets to 6.
Well, they're just going to take themselves some bloodlust. They do get the D ward now. Always on a fly, still in the area. The tower is brought down to below half HP with 1 creep wave. Just the power of Dragonite with a little bit of bloodlust on him. It's causing some real issues right now. Empire struggling to figure out how to respond.
This will do nicely. Dazzle.
Yeah, they... I thought they would have actually committed a little more with this dragon form, but I guess they're content with just taking it down to half. Probably just gonna wait on the next one again.
Soldier's fortune.
Radiant scan out thinking that the bounty hunter is in the area. They're just a little bit late on it, but they should have spotted Empire, the movement in with this ward that's blocking out the camp and giving a little bit of vision. Still,
So it is gonna be the Dominator build for Luna.
That should help.
Gonna have to wait and see how they run
tower
this,
is under attack.
like how he plays with
Dire's
the
bottom tower is under attack.
helm. Curious to see what kind of creeps people prioritize.
Bignum is here taking some damage. He needs to be careful.
Radiant structures
Always want to
are
fly. Could do a good
fortified.
bit of damage to him if he's not careful.
Dire's middle tower
Not going to go
is under
for it. You
attack.
do still have Legion Commander that's keeping the rest of the side of Empire back down here in the bottom lane. Always want to fly. Still stalking, but not going. Looks like they will take down that tier 1 tower. So a little bit unfortunate, and it doesn't look like Luna's going to be able to TP over either. Got the TP canceled there.
I don't think he even wanted to go fight that. It was a little too late for them to defend that. Well, Dragon form is back up now. Are they going to group up? I think this is like a really good time for them to group up, especially with Legion
Dire's
Commander having
middle
so many
tower
levels
is
on
under
her.
attack.
It's already level 8.
Yeah, that's sort of another thing we haven't talked about a ton.
Always want to fly, getting caught out again.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Well,
It's looking like last game.
You, I spite.
I mean, he still hasn't gotten level 6 either. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but something to be considered.
Moon is top, and poor Yoku.
Radiant's
He's
middle tower is
always on
under
the wrong
attack.
side for the real Rune.
This movement in to the Roche pit feels a little bit odd. They did smoke up to go here, and it looks like now they're going to be trying to mount an offensive over towards the shrine.
They saw him. They saw the rotation.
Press the attack, takes off track, takes off amplified damage. Suddenly they turn back around trying to fight this. Might be able to make this work. They're going to TP in on the backside. Luna is here, does have Eclipse as well if they want to use it. No Fear is going to be brought down. They drop Eclipse, hits on the FN. It's not going to do enough damage though, I don't think. And, well, that's just a quick turnaround and kill. Empire making it work. Afterlife trying to run away. Is Chappie going to be able to run him down? Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Also have a Mud Golem in the area you can throw out a couple things for. Always want to fly. Slowed down for the moment. Not going to get brought down. They do have a duel, but can't get into range. Another sentry. All right, they find him. And that's the first duel victory there for Afterlife.
That was just some miscommunication from friends, I believe. They weren't too sure whether or not they wanted to go in, and they just Aloha Dancers committed the ulti from behind. Just tried to fight them 1v5. Definitely not what they wanted, and I think that was a slight mistake from Dazzle. I think they were trying to bait. They were trying to bait Team Empire with the Ogre, but the Grave wasn't used.
Yeah.
And once that fell apart, I think that's where the miscommunication happened.
Well, and then by that time, Aloha Dance had already TP'd in, so there wasn't any great option for him anyways. I mean, in spite of that, it definitely feels like Friends is still the ones that are kind of in the better situation. Although Empire's a little bit ahead in terms of experience and net worth.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Well, he
structures
finishes
are
his armlet.
fortified.
He finally gets his room. And they do have Dragon
Radiant's
Form.
middle tower
I feel like
is
they should
under
try to
attack.
defend it.
Well, they're in position.
Dire's top tower is under
At least
Dire's
DK
top
is.
tower has
Has
fallen.
a illusion rune as well. Always want to fly is scouting him out. Pops it immediately. Stunned onto Chappie. There is going to be a duel now onto King R for the backlines. Yoku not going to be brought down here. They have the weave as well. Winner is going to go into the favor of that Legion commander. Always want to fly. Is he has the life stealer inside of him, so they could still make a play here, but it looks like Yoku is going to keep the pressure on with this Dragon 4 going.
Dire's middle tower
This is
is under attack.
the group up beginning. I don't think there's any real good way to get in there if you don't have your Slardar.
Looks like you opted to go for attack speed on the DK instead of strength. The other ones, Ghost Stick, amp damage. Yeah, they're fine.
Away.
Dire's top
By and
tower
large, this
is
feels
under attack.
pretty safe play from both sides. Maybe a little bit of extensions here and there, but it's going okay.
I think both sides are just waiting for their blink daggers now. LC is only 200 off, and Slardar is like 400 off. So I think we're going to see a little bit of passive play coming up for just a couple moments. I don't think either team really wants to risk much.
I mean, there's going to be, I guess, a slight timing where Legion might have it before the Slaughter. It's not going to be much, but maybe they can get something done there. Probably not, though. It feels like it'd be just a bit too close.
I mean, if they give him the blink dagger, maybe they might consider going down to the bottom tier 1 together.
Okay.
But Curry's already flying out, so he can't exactly pick it up just yet. We're gonna have to wait on that.
This will do.
I might even head up towards this side shop here. Looks like he wants to finish off the rest of this here. But yeah, they're all grouping up. What? King R stole Eclipse? Oh, Luna.
Dire's bottom tower is
Oh,
under attack.
That's a misplay.
That was a mistake.
He died, respawned, went back out, started farming, and still didn't cast another spell.
Dire's bottom tower.
All right.
I mean,
is
to be
under
fair,
attack.
you only have 2 of them, right? And when are you really gonna beam someone
Yeah.
or anything? You know?
I
I mean, I'm sure that's like one of those things you get reminded
Mhm.
of. You know, you let them steal it once, but then next time you're not gonna mess up.
that can't really happen again.
Dire's
And
bottom tower.
I mean, it's
is
off
under
it's off
attack.
cooldown, but now you have Eclipse on both sides, and it looks like Empire want to fight around this. The Blink Dagger, you talked about it up on Slardar.
Dire's bottom
Gonna
tower
move on
is
out.
under
Still
attack.
smoked up. They spot him. This is going to give a lot of vision. Audience is here as well. The Lifestealer's chasing. Yoku chasing forward as well. They've used the Eclipse. That's already the Luna dead. A ton of damage comes out from that
Oh,
Legion,
that
though.
Legion.
Holy crap. That pressed the attack, and Bignum trying to run away. Looks like he will be able to escape, at least for the moment, but the Assassinate comes out, takes him down. So always want to fly dies as well. They're going to try and chase now. FN down. Dragon Knight with this haste, or Bloodlust rather, is just making all the difference in the world. Press the attack as well. Chase that decreases the movement speed that was coming out from FN. And this will probably be his end as well. I think that they do get that kill. Nicely played. A full wipe.
Oh man, that's the power of LC. I mean, did you see how much damage that did with all of them clumped up?
Yeah.
I honestly thought like Empire were in a pretty good spot, and then all of a sudden, overwhelming odds comes out, and everyone's just dead.
So 120 damage per hero. It hit 3 heroes. So that's
With a
what?
base of 100.
460 damage?
I believe so.
460 damage nuke in an AoE? That's so
Pretty much
good.
like it's pretty much like a Quap ulti. It's actually more than a Quap ulti.
Oh, Quap's pure, but yeah. Aloha Dance goes down here. I guess, though, that at the early levels... How much is Quap ulti level 1? It's like 360 or something? I could be wrong about that.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, it's probably about the same
Who
amount.
remembers the values?
Exactly. It's not what we're about here.
It's 290 pure.
It's 290 pure, that's it? Wow.
Yep. So I mean, 460 after
Reductions.
25% cut. Yeah.
It's more than a Quap
I
ulti
don't
level
know
1.
that. It's more than a Quap ulti, though. I can tell you that. Yeah.
That, you know what that really tells me? Is that Quap is a trash hero right now.
That's definitely not the case.
You don't think so?
That is definitely not
At
the
level
case. Have you
6.
seen
I mean,
that
alright, maybe
build?
not.
Have you seen that build?
The Blade Mail Octarine?
The
Yeah.
Octarine, Blade Mail, Mjolnir. My lord, I had so much fun playing that. Like, your health just ping pongs, you know? People think they can kill you, and then all of a sudden they can't.
Yeah.
And then they think they can again, and all of a sudden they can't, you know.
All right, I'll take it
it's a lot of
back.
fun.
Octarine Blade Mail Quap is a good hero. Any other build is awful. That's what we've decided. What have we come to in Dota 2?
I mean, it works on Ember as well.
Aloha Dance is going to go down again. This time he stole Lucent Beams. There's something at least, but holy hell, this has been a rough couple of minutes right here for Friends. Empire's coming back in a strong way.
They have to be careful with this Luna. They need to group up and fight around the Luna instead. I feel they just keep picking off this Luna because everyone else is busy farming.
Yeah. And it's sort of this awkward thing where before, when Empire were playing this type of pick-off style, they weren't able to find a ton of kills. Or rather, flip that around. Friends were able to find a ton of kills, and now Empire's sort of doing the same thing. As Ghostic is going to get stunned up, they find him on the high ground. They do have a jump forward duel if they want to use it, and that should be the death of Empire.
I think the bigger difference, though, is that last game, whenever Friends got pickoffs, they also managed to take some kind of objective with them. Empire is just killing off Aloha Dance, but that's the end of it. Like, nothing else comes out of it.
Jeez. Well, Lifestealer, he's building now back into the Deso, and I mean, you're going to need anything you can to burst through that armor. Afterlife, meanwhile, is tracked up, but yeah, Chappie realizes he can't go after him. Just open wounds and then immediately press the attack and run.
I think as long as
Radiant's
Friends stick
bottom
together,
tower is under
it's
attack.
going to be really difficult for Empire to try to fight into this. There's just so many ways they can save each other. Always want to fly. He's going to get caught out and walking the ward.
Okay.
But they have no catch.
They have nothing.
Luckily for him, he turned around immediately.
Oh my god. Yeah, good reaction right there. Realizes what could have gone wrong. We have 25 damage. That's going to be a jump forward catch onto Yoku, and well, BKB pop turnaround might decide to try and fight this. There's the rage TP from Chappie. Ghostic's still in the area, but going to go for it.
You know, Empire are doing a pretty good job just kind of pulling Friends all over the place, not really letting them, you know, take objectives together as 5.
Yeah, they're really keeping their eyes on him. And it feels like the Bounty Hunter in this game is doing a lot more than he did previously. And I think it's just... I don't know exactly what the difference has been. Maybe it is just the Earth Spirit, and now you've got No Fear instead, who's playing an Ogre, who... I mean, let's be honest, Ogre does not do as much as an Earth Spirit does.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Well, they're smoked up. They're looking for something. They're tired of this, you know, getting pulled all over the place.
We'll see if Empire can do anything to try and force them back at all. I mean, Chappie is still pushing over here, but I think you let a tier 1 tower go at this point.
Oh, they saw that Bounty Hunter. He's going to walk up this hill,
Dyer's
most likely.
bottom tower is under
They knew
attack.
exactly what was going to happen.
Quick duel, quick kill. Nicely played. And, well,
wanna go
rotation
in on
in, jump forward. Chappie connects. That's already one dead. Afterlife is gone. Oh, man. Friends made a big old mistake right there, trying to bloodlust the rest of the buddies out of there. They throw out the Eclipse as well. Chappie taking the damage. He is going to drop. He only got the Lucent Beam this time, King R. But Aloha Dance finds the kill. Ghostic also in front and center. Another Lucent Beam comes out. That's a double for Aloha Dance. And now just going to farm up the rest of their towers. It looks like this could be a tier 2 as well.
Alright. It looks so good going one way, and then it looks good going the other way, and all of a sudden, this, the bloodlusted carry is just way too much for Empire to deal with right now.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Well,
Radiant's top
backing
tower
on
is
out
under
to the
attack.
fountain. Everybody heals up. And it looks like it's time to maybe mount another offensive. You got 3,400 gold up on the Dragon Knight. He's got his second talent, so plus 40 damage. It's really hard. Like he can maybe go back. He's like itemized to go
he
for
got double damage,
survivability.
too.
Holy crap! But he can go into a little bit more damage.
He's definitely a carry right now. I mean, you got Bloodlust, right? You might as well.
Yeah.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Absolutely. And I mean, Aloha Dance is getting close to that next level as well. Could go for the 40 loosened beam damage if you want to keep up the Eclipse shenanigans we've been seeing. But it looks like right now, Empire want to fight.
Alright.
Oh, this
Are
is...
they going to get caught out here? They see them.
Oh, yeah, they see. Always want to fly. There's the jump in, though, on it. No fear. This isn't the person they want to go on right from the start. They grave
They
him.
committed everything. I think they need to back out now. They committed everything to save No Fear.
I mean, we don't have
wait.
infest
Maybe
bombs
they smoke.
anymore.
That amplified damage on Poker. Frost Mage.
Yeah.
Alright, they do smoke. Do smoke.
I mean, isn't that going to be revealed by the amp damage?
It has to be. Yeah, it has to be revealed. They must know.
All right, a little bit of a misplay there by Friends potentially, or just I guess that they just want to have an idea if Empire is going to show up there, so they can see if the smoke breaks on them. That might be something.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes this siege much safer.
Well, in the meantime, Roshan is going to start to be used. They've used the dust. Takedown always want to fly pretty quickly here, I believe. And
then mid.
oh,
Are they going to catch him?
he is in some
Forced
trouble.
out the wrong way.
Afterlife is there, slowed down by the shrapnel, but we'll have a Blink Dagger off cooldown. 1 second. Oh, nice jump in from Ghost. Going to keep his buddy alive. They bring in a Aloha Dance as well. BKB has already been popped. Chappie trying to get out of there. A lot of damage being done by Yoku. He is not going to bring him down. It looked like he move commanded there for a second. FN, in the meantime, able to get out as well. Nice force staff to the high ground. So somehow Empire get away with that one, only losing the Bounty Hunter. Eclipse down. Really good play.
The sniper was breaking ankles.
That was nice.
I mean, it almost looked horrible for him because he accidentally force staffed like across the river instead of, going back, and then he had to go through that such a long path just to escape. He managed to make it out, so that was just really well played by FF.
Well, and I guess that's it. At the end of the day, if you make a mistake, what matters is how you respond, and if you're able to get yourself out of there. Luna, building towards that Manta style. It does look like there's going to be another movement in towards Roshan, which I don't know if right now Friends realize is happening. TP off cooldown in 6 seconds for the Luna. But with no Eclipse, they're ready to go.
There's no dragon form either. They're kind of hesitant. So I think they made the right choice here. They shouldn't really attempt anything. I think even with Aegis up, if they have all their cooldowns up, they can beat Empire with the Aegis. So I think this is the right choice.
Look at this smoke play, too. Friends wanting to try and catch Empire off guard. They are going to pressure the tier 3 tower. It looks like there's a jump back. Oh, but they scan. They realize what's going on. Afterlife wants to jump forward. Good recognition, but it's not going to be quick enough. Chappie in some trouble, taking damage, still healing up. The Afterlife does find that kill. Now Ghost Stick, jump forward, crush on Afterlife, graved and kept alive. This is looking terrible for Empire. Always want to fly goes down as well. No fear isn't even going to die. A triple kill for Yoku. Assassinate. All right, I spoke too soon. He did go down in the end. But the tower brought down to about a 3rd HP. What a great play from Friends.
Doesn't seem like they have any intentions of getting anything off of this, so they're just gonna back up. They don't feel safe. Respawn timer isn't exactly too long, and once again they have nothing left. So, I mean, although Team Empire does lose the team fight there, at least they don't have to lose their high ground just yet.
Yeah, it didn't lose Aegis either, so not as bad as it initially looked like it could have been. I think if they catch Sniper right there, they probably do take a tower, but doesn't end up happening. More space made across the map for Friends.
That should help. Illusion.
Now,
The sniper does a lot of damage.
Oh,
too.
God.
He picked up.
Aloha Dance. Yeah, you're not long for this world. There's the jump out, there's the catch, and that should be the kill as well. Manta style already used, no way out.
Yeah, Empire are doing a good job keeping him down right now. They're just ruining always our Aloha Dance's game right now. Especially because he keeps pushing out by himself. There's no backup for him.
Yeah, he's kind of in a bit of a tough spot. Like, you sort of feel the understanding where he needs to push out these lanes because there's the Aegis. They don't want to have to defend and take a fight, 5-on-5 with the Aegis, but at the same time,
Radiant's middle tower
you end up
is under
losing like
attack.
that. Now suddenly it's 4-on-5 with the Aegis being on Empire.
The sniper hits pretty damn hard now, too. He's got the Mjolnir.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Went back for the 200 health instead of the shrapnel DPS. No real surprise there. Is there any talents in this game that you feel like are going to be really important? Is it pretty much just all run-of-the-mill stuff?
I mean, I don't think there's really too many things that could be interesting here, unless Bounty Hunter transitions to a carry with that 1 second Janata, which is definitely not a thing, so...
And I play that all the time. I'm kind of interested to see if the Dragon Knight goes for the plus 120 gold per minute. That seems like it could be an interesting item, or a choice for him, since he does sort of struggle with farming in the later stages of the game.
I think he's fine without it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at his items, he's had so much already.
Yeah.
It's still a tough choice.
Chappie. Yeah, that's a problem. There's the duel, and, well, Ghost Stick has actually shown up as well. They're going to get some Force Staffs, and it's no duel victory, but they do find the kill. Now looking for more. Yoku? Not going to get it. I don't believe.
Maybe we'll see Sniper get a Rapier into Scepter.
I mean,
have you seen that bug, by the way? Maybe
I haven't seen the sniper.
Maybe it hasn't been.
I haven't seen the sniper ags yet.
They must have fixed it. They must have fixed that ag bug that was going on. Oh, middle lane.
Oh my God, FN in a lot of trouble. Is gonna be brought low. Always want to fly there as well. Yoku pops his BKB, tries to turn and run away. Will be able to make his escape. Holy crap, that was close.
Yeah, that was definitely close. I don't think he expected that burst damage. Or, not burst damage, but the slaughter to come out. He really held onto that BKB for way too long.
Yeah, that was, I just don't think that he was aware that that guy was hopping around from the other side. And in the meantime, this does sort of signal finally that, yeah, there's probably a ward up here. They've picked off the Luna 3 or 4 times so far over in that spot.
Oh, that's right, the sniper bug. I don't know if you've seen it, but the idea is you pick up the scepter and you hide it in your backpack and you ulti someone and you put it back into your inventory and it hits twice.
What?
But I think they fixed it. I mean, you must hotfix that. That's kind of not a good thing to have in the game.
Yeah, so you get 2 of the like giant ultis, or just 1 regular one and then 1 giant one?
That I'm not sure about, but your primary target is going to get hit points.
Okay. Jeez, that's really scary. I haven't actually seen it come into play yet, but I'm very interested to. He looks like he's going to be going for the Daedalus now, sort of shirking back and forth between that or MKB. But see which route he decides to go for. Luna has not committed yet to Butterfly, so he might wait until he sees that. Well, if you wait until you see it, then at that point you're kind of stuck in an awkward position anyways. Time to clean up the shrines.
I think Aloha Dances really needs Hurricane Pike right now. So at least you have some kind of way to break yourself apart from the Slardar Lifestealer.
Yeah. Now, Sniper's still very scared, and it looks like there's going to be some movement down here to pressure out the tower, or I guess come back and defend, because honestly, Friends could start thinking about going high ground if they wanted to. Roshan's still a little ways away from being able to respawn. And there is the MKB.
They do have to take it a little slowly, though. You can't underestimate this Sniper by any means. He's got Mjolnir and MKB right now. He's really fragile, but he's a glass cannon, pretty much.
The other thing, which I don't think we've touched on yet, King R has managed to farm himself an Aghanims. So, Rubik Ags. What is up and online that could be pretty scary with that? I mean, Eclipse is definitely something that's really worth it. Dazzle's Weave with Ags is decent.
There's none of those, like, other skills that change with the Scepter, kind of like a Sand King or something like that.
Yeah.
So, none of that, really. I guess Eclipse is your best choice. It's gonna be a lot easier from the steal as well this game because he does have the scepter range now.
Yeah.
Haste.
That's true. It's pretty massive when you look at how big that range is. It gets increased. And that's, I mean, without even an Aether lens.
You can also steal duel and duel support for a 1v1 support battle.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool if you had a Blink Dagger. I would love that against the Dazzle. That actually, I mean, honestly, it might be a decent idea. You just take the Dazzle out of the fight. It's been changed so often recently. It's still the same one with dual Aghanims where you don't take any damage from any other sources outside of the target you're dueling, correct? And it increases the length.
That's the. I mean, that's what I assumed
Yeah.
it to be. I mean, Scepter on Legion Commander is something I have never built. I never thought it was good.
Dire's bottom
I think with
tower
good
is
reason.
under attack.
Well, movement in towards the Roche pit, it looks like, at least to scout out if anybody could be here. No fear. Staring the Christmas man down in his own little house. Throw on a weave. It looks like they really want to fight here. But Ghost Stick is ready and willing.
All right, Scotty on Luna. Damn, this Luna is so tanky.
I kind of like
He
this.
has 50 armor and 33,000 life.
Especially because you invested so much into this right now, the sniper, the MKB, like 66 damage is good, and the mini bash is good, but it's definitely not as good as like, you know, a straight up damage item would be against a Scotty. So you have to build it because Luna could have gone into a butterfly, but seeing the MKB, Aloha Dance now goes into something that's going to tank up against it.
Yeah, definitely.
This
And they give him the Aegis as well, so they're kind of relying on him to siege.
Oh god, Aloha Dance, please don't. Your team is so far away from you. Just back
No
up.
fear.
This is really scary. Well, that is 15,000 experience and 10,000 net
Dire's middle
worth
tower is under attack.
into the favor currently
Radiant's bottom tower is under
of
attack.
friends.
I don't think there's any way friends can push high ground unless they manage to pick up the sniper. I think that's probably the only way this will work.
Yeah. I mean, can they just try and go for like split pushing things? It does look like Ghost Stick is down here with the lifesteal ready to pressure the tier 2 tower. And the TP back. Shadow-bladed Afterlife is looking. It might bite off more he could chew.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sora gets out. I think this is definitely the right play for Empire. They want to buy as much time as they can for their sniper to just get enormous. Because I think if Sniper gets farmed enough and friends don't have a great way to catch him, he can probably carry this game.
Oh god. Always want to fly. Oh, it's not good. Oh, right inside the sentry range. Oh, it really hurts. And he didn't even have to commit dragon form. There's the jump forward, though. Lifestealer's out. Already taken out one. Trying to turn on the Yokino. Pops the BKB. Turns to fight. The rest of his team is not here with them, though. And, oh, needs to be careful. Dragon Tail used. They actually catch him. Oh, they bring down Yoku. That's such a huge kill. Oh, man. Good stuff from Empire there.
Yeah, they recognized exactly what was happening. Luna already TP'd out. The rest of the friends weren't even leaving just yet because of Bounty Hunter. And they turned that around. 1 for 2. Huge kill for Team Empire there. Oh, Afterlife, you're thinking about it. It's double damage.
He thought about it, definitely. Trying to remember which
Really
of these...
dangerous spot.
There it is. Well, levels are starting to come out en masse. You got attack speed for the Luna. As far as sniper, what's he opted to go for? Just the cooldown reduction? It's kind of an interesting one.
Oh, Afterlife? Going for it.
Yep, Ghost Stick in some trouble. Chappie's there as well, though. Oh, yep, takes it. Nice little catch, and oh, King Heart did take the duel. All right.
Offlaner for offlaner.
Yeah. Downside is that, well, I guess they both are kind of allow the team to fight better. The Lifestealer's really been using Slardar heavily as a way to get into those fights.
maybe this game will probably go long enough where LC's gonna hit 25 and LC can transition as well.
Yeah.
Get the 40 dual damage bonus and then farm up like 2 rapiers worth of damage.
Very rapidly as well, I'm sure. It's sort of weird right now. It doesn't feel like either side really is trying to make any concerted effort. I would imagine that Friends feel the need to keep the pressure on, but maybe not. I mean, they have the Aegis, so there's not a whole lot else that they can do super effectively. They'll be able to siege this tower a little bit. Ghost Stick is back again. There's the jump forward. Crush, Aloha Dance taking some damage. Always want to fly here as well. Yoku is going to stun up. Always want to fly again. They take down the tier 3 tower. And it looks like that's going to be enough for them. I mean, they feel comfortable doing that without the Legion Commander.
Yeah, I mean, I think Aegis is going to run out like pretty soon, so they want to at least get something out of it. And they feel pretty confident in not having to die with taking that tower.
Can I just say, by the way, that Yoku has been an absolute god this series? Like, the first TA performance, he didn't die once, 19 kills, and now again, he's staring down 12, 1, and 5 on a DK. Like, he has been playing really spectacular Dota.
I mean, that's Yoku. I mean, even when he was playing offlane, he always performed, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I was going to fly caught out again. Oh,
that hurts. Oh my god, Legion Commander, please. Did you get that voice line from her?
What did she say?
You are destroyed. It freaked me out. It was really spooky.
Is that an Arcana only thing, or does it just pop up every now and then?
I'm not sure. I don't really play the hero that often. I'm just a strictly support. Ooh, by the way, Satanic picked up now for Luna as well.
Well, really going the distance to tank up. He's got a Helm of the Dominator sitting there. I don't know what he's going to do with it.
They're going to spot out Empire here. Oh, Afterlife could go for it. Stuck up on the high ground. Come party with me. 4-step to the low ground. Oh, Ghost Stick. Afterlife, what you going to do with your BKB up there? You can't do a damn thing. There's TPs away. The try to grave. All right, this has been a disaster of a team fight. Somehow Legion Commander is not going to ruin it for her team as they kill off the Rubik.
I think he should have just waited.
Yeah.
For the play. I think he panicked a little bit. It's kind of funny. He had the right idea. He didn't expect the 4-staff on the start of the fight.
I mean, that's a BKB charge down, so BKB for a Rubik. It was the 9-second one, but yeah, probably not worth it. You do still have buyback on the Rubik if they needed to use it at this point. I'm starting to feel like, though, it could be that moment where Friends could make a play and try and push, but again, they just don't want to. They don't want to test it.
Slowly sieging, it seems. Just using illusions, but I don't think illusions are nearly enough. Not against this sniper. The sniper will probably chunk them in like 2 or 3 hits.
Under attack.
You know, I feel like it was a joke before, too, the idea that Legion Commander is, you know, it scales infinitely. It's amazing. But with the 40 dual damage, it kind of has become sort of a thing. Like,
oh yeah, definitely. It adds up so fast. If you have somewhat of an even game, you're just going to build up damage nonstop.
Well, and that's sort of my question. Like, do Empire need to be more proactive about making stuff happen? It feels like they're just waiting to get to this stage where they hit a really strong timing or something, but I'm almost wondering if that's not going to occur.
I've always been wondering, too, if the cooldown reduction is worth it. Like, if you kind of expect the game to end somewhat soon, the cooldown reduction is pretty damn good, too.
Cooldown reduction or respawn time?
I don't know, for LC.
Oh.
25 on?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
I think Legion Commander probably has like one of the better 25 talent shooters.
Because you would end up bringing it down to, what, 37.5 seconds? That's pretty decent.
It's probably... I'd say it's like less to do with the duel, but more to do with like, everything.
Yeah.
Really, really benefits from that CDR. especially since you have items that rely on it as well.
Well, Chappie in the meantime looks like he's deciding to go back for the basher here. They're gonna smoke up and try and make a move. This has not been the CS Dota I'm used to. Very slow paced. I mean, granted, that's probably a meme at this point, but still. It should be a quick kill on No Fear, and maybe Bignum as well. All right, they take one down. Nice quick and easy double for Empire, and that might open the doors for him.
Well, they say every comeback begins with a gem, so that's a pretty damn good pickoff. Straight into Roshan. Oh, they want to fight.
Yeah, they really don't want to give up Roche here. Yoku jumps forward, gets the stun on a King R. Crush turnaround, he didn't BKB in time, does decide to pop the BKB now. They get the duel, take down King R. Buyback immediately from him. It looks like Empire want to take this fight now. BKBs are down, chasing down Yoku. Nice forward step to the high ground. Aloha Dance controlled, did not pop anything. Satanic is available if they want to turn and fight onto this. There's the Eclipse. Chappie also raged up, but jumps inside of the creep. They take him down, and now Chappie goes down. So good play there. But Rubik stole Eclipse.
Oh, he stole Eclipse again.
Crush. Eclipse turnaround.
Oh, here it comes.
Isn't enough. It's not doing enough damage, though. They do take down No Fear with it. Aloha Dance goes down as well. Yoku brought down super low. All right, King R. Good plays. Holy shit. That was great.
I mean, that was what we were waiting for. The Eclipse steal. Oh, another buyback. No one wants to give up this road shot.
The problem is that Eclipse is not back up again for another 110 seconds for the Rubik, and Yoku is in the pit. There's the amp damage. Jump forward. Afterlife takes down Ghost Stick. All right, your Slardar is dead. I think they need to back now.
Again. There's another gem now. All right, let's see what LC takes. Oh wait, it's not 25.
Luna is, and she decides for plus 15 all stats.
I think that 25 talent should be reworked for Luna, because -4 Lucent Beam is something I don't think he would ever take.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, definitely, especially this late in the game. Like, it's decent damage, 300 damage on what's going to be a 2-second cooldown, but that's all time that you're not attacking now.
Right, and if you hit for 300, I don't think you want to beam someone when you hit for 300.
Did we not notice the rapier pickup by Sniper, by the way?
Oh.
He just casually has that in his inventory.
All right, to be fair, my UI is kind of bugged right now. I don't have any pop-ups for anything.
I'm not getting many either. All right, let's look at the items. Is there anything else that's really sticking out? Dazzle's got 2 gems, so that's clearly the best.
Collect 7, you can make a wish.
There you go. It's underrated reference. No Blade Mail's taken at this point, so FN can probably just hit away to his heart's content. I don't know if this has been revealed yet either.
Well, if it isn't, now it is.
Yeah.
So they definitely know about it.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
It's a little bit sad, too, that Rubik stole Breathe Fire instead of keeping hold of that Eclipse. Because at this point...
I mean, if he stole Eclipse, that's like the best initiation for Empire. You just jump in with the Slardar with the Eclipse attached to him.
Man. Looks like Dragon Knight now building back towards that Moon Shard for himself, and FN's starting to deal the damage. Like, if FN just gets a couple of seconds to hit away at people here, it's going to be some real problems for friends.
Oh, you talked about that Dragon Knight talent. He actually did go for the 120 gold per minute.
Okay. Now going back for the extra armor. Let's see if they can take him down. Spoiler alert, they will be able to take down Chappie, or rather, Afterlife. Thank you. Brain fart there for a second.
Look at Dragon Knight. He's got 80, 83, 84 armor.
Oh my god. All right, what's the physical resistance on that? Oh god, this UI.
When it went up to 80 something, it was like 83% physical reduction.
Well, that is something that's going to be a problem for the side of Empire to deal with. I mean, granted, you do still have a rapier on Sniper, but even still, I don't know if that's enough damage still to take him down. I mean, he's dealing 563 a hit, 70% physical resistance when he's got all that stuff on top of him.
I feel like it's very close, but I would really like to see crit come out.
Yeah.
I think whenever you have this much damage, you should definitely work towards crit, but it's hard to decide on what item you want to get rid of. I think if I had to make a choice, I'd probably go with the MKB. I don't think there's any real reason to keep on to the MKB right now. There's no evasion either, so I think the Daedalus is probably better.
Well, and you haven't. Maybe you can even just keep it in your backpack, and if you spot that Luna does pick it up eventually later on down the line, you know, do it that route. But we'll see what he goes for. What the decision is to be made. It really doesn't feel like Friends are that interested in trying to pressure the high ground, though. Seems like they're kind of waiting around for that next Roshan, even. I don't know. Need to stack up cheeses or something.
I mean, do you ever really feel confident against Rapier?
You don't really.
You have to be so careful.
And you still have room to grow. That's the thing about it, too. You've got a ton of ability on this lineup to go later. Is there anything else? I mean, the big Legion Commander is almost there. She's going to get level 25 now, so does go for that 40 bonus dual damage.
All right, let's wait it out. Let's wait till LC gets even more damage, like 500-600 damage.
I guess the problem, though, is that it's still always going to be a matter of initiation, and it does feel like Empire has gotten better initiation out of the Slardar in the past. Like, if he can get a Blink Crush and then Sniper can hit 3 times onto somebody, they're basically dead.
I think for Friends, their initiation's also kind of decent. I wouldn't say it's as good as having a Slardar, but they do have the Blink DK and also the LC.
Yeah. Using the Satyr to push out the lanes. Good stuff indeed. So noticing just how quickly that DK's gold is going up. He can finish off a Moon Shard now if he wants to go back for it. 4,000 surplus over his reliable, and we'll take down a quick ward. Get out of there.
Alright. Game's kind of... I think this is gonna be one of those games where it's just gonna go on forever. We're gonna... Everyone should just go get a drink. We're gonna be here for a 60+ minute game.
Alright, well, I'll take your advice.
Maybe 70.
I'll grab myself some water. In a way, though, couldn't it kind of just be over in an instant? Like, right now you have no buyback on any of the Dire team.
I don't think Radiant want to really fight into this without Aegis Cheese again, I think. And I don't think Empire really needs the buybacks just yet. I think with what they currently have right now, they're more than formidable to holding high ground.
Okay. Well, vision-wise, neither team sees each other, but you can imagine they have ideas where they all are. A lot of sentry wards placed around right now in the Dire Woods as well. Looks like they're placing these wards kind of interestingly off to the sides here in the Tinker spots.
I think they want to split push, and the only way they can safely do that is if they have vision of the Slardar, or incoming Slardar potentially.
Look at this. He's just going back for movement speed type of things. Well, smoked up, weaved as well. This could be their time to go. Backdoor protection is not enabled, actually. So they're going to be able to take this. Oh, man, a really good play here by Friends. They should be able to finish this off before anybody can respond. Maybe they try and go for somebody first. No, they're just going to go immediately in. Take it down before the glyph. Good movement there. Well, and that's a free one there for Friends.
Quite the sneaky play. I like it.
That was...
I think they were hoping for like a jump on Sniper, but Sniper didn't show himself. They only saw the Rubik, so they decided, let's just take the racks and get on.
That reminds me of a TNC play I saw at one point. Jimmy called it out, and they smoked into their opponent's base, and then the opponent realized they were in their base, and then had to break their own high ground. It was one of the weirdest things ever, but Sometimes you get into those situations. It does look like they're sort of squaring off for a duel, though. Aloha Dance able to dodge away from the crush. They need to back out now. No Fear taking some damage already from FN. Pops BKB, turns to fight, force step away.
Need to kill that sniper.
Ghost Stick is still going to be controlled up, though, and they're chasing after FN. They have the duel available, but do you really want to duel this guy? Ghost Stick is going to maybe drop. Well, the Eclipse comes out as well. They take down another kill, and FN's just going to TP out of there. 2 already dead, and buyback stat is not available. 100 seconds with no Lifestealer. They might have just done it to themselves. I think that they just lost themselves the game.
It's never over. As long as there's a rapier in the Cypher's hand, it's never over. But unfortunately for them, like, Friends just ran straight at the Sniper. The Sniper didn't have any time to attack. He just had to keep running. Because of that, everyone just dies one by one.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Well, we'll see how this goes. It's certainly feeling like it's siege time, and Aloha Dance is up front and center and just hitting away at this tower.
Dire's middle
Have the headshot continuing to get thrown, but that is another lane of barracks, and yeah, this is looking pretty close to impossible for them. 25 seconds with no slaughter. They can turn onto this other tier 3 tower here. Again, FN is in the area, but I mean, they might have to just hold against it. Well, she's available. Yoka comes up, smacks it one time.
He still got Satanic. Oh, he used the cheese. Oh, they're just going for it.
Yeah, they're going to keep up the damage. BKB, pop for FN. He keeps on hitting onto Aloha Dance. He talked about it. Cheese has already been used, though, as well as Satanic. And good game gets called. They're done. They had enough. Empire get knocked out. Wow, without even taking that last fight, they just give up. I mean, I guess the game was over, but I don't know.
I mean, I still believe that the game is never over if you have the rapier in your hands, but I guess they were done. They didn't want to fight it out.
Interesting. Well, I believe that's going to do it. We can switch on over and take a look at what our what all of our lovely brackets are saying, but